It is time. 2024 marathon prep starts right now. All right, so thank you for clicking on the video. If you can like and subscribe, that means a lot. It motivates me to put out more videos, so I would greatly appreciate that. Before we get into this week's footage, just gonna give you kind of a breakdown of my goals and how I wanna execute them, and basically the plan for these next 16 weeks. So the app that I'm using, or the training that I'm using, is the BPN training app. I'm doing the advanced marathon prep. It is 16 weeks, 6 days a week. Last year I did the beginner 16-week program and it worked well. It did everything that I needed to do, but I need more volume for my current goal, which is obviously a PR, which anything under 3 hours and 58 minutes. This is the exact same marathon that I ran last year, so I know the course. But realistically, the future, the goal, the real goal is to qualify for Boston. Now that's a lofty goal. I am not a natural runner, but I have fallen in love with running. I have been very consistent with training and with just learning and with heart rate training and zone training and mobility. And this is something that I'm taking very seriously. But with this advanced program, it is 6 days a week, like I said. It is a lot of volume. It's more volume than I've ever done before. And I'm looking forward to it. I'm very, very excited. I've been waiting for 3 months basically to start this. The summer in Florida has been brutal, but we're here now. The key for me basically is to stay injury free, to stay healthy. How I'm going to do that, and how I'm going to try to do that, is mobility, number one. Running my easy runs, actually easy. It's very difficult for me to do that, but I'm getting better. Staying in zone, not overdoing it, listening to my body, and trusting the process is going to be kind of the theme of this marathon build or prep, because I know what I did last year. Like, to break the 4-hour mark for my first ever marathon, for me personally, is unbelievable, because like I said, I'm not a runner. Naturally, I'm just not built for it. I don't have like a genetic gift. I have very long legs. I guess that's something, but as a kid growing up, I was always like the slower kid, and I always had to play like sports smarter and be shifty. But we're here now. I think there are going to be many, many PRs during this 16-week prep, whether that be a 5K PR, a 1 mile PR, a 10K PR, a half marathon PR. I truly think that all of those things are attainable, and we just have to stay healthy. Like I said, trust the process, show up every morning, and get those miles in. I have to run in the mornings. I have to wake up very early. I have to wake up sometimes 4:30, 5 a.m. to get the runs in. It is difficult. I am not a morning person naturally. I want to sleep in so bad. Obviously, I work a normal job, but I'm on my feet all day at work. So it's a little brutal, to be honest with you. But this is important, so we're going to make time. We're going to crush it. I also have my wife doing the beginner program that I ran last year, so she's going to be training with me, which is awesome. I'm very excited for her. This is her first ever marathon, and we're going to crush it together. So without any further ado, here is this week's, week 1 marathon prep training, and I'll catch you guys at the end. Good morning, people. It is August 4th, 2024, and we are starting the marathon build. So today we have an easy 5-miler, zone 3, rocking the New Balance Rebel Fuel Cell 4s,
And yeah, I'm very, very excited to start this build. Very motivated to make some good videos and document this process. So the biggest difference between this build and last year's is I'm doing still the 16-week program, but the advanced version on the BPN app. So basically more mileage, more total mileage, more weekly volume. And I think that alone is going to be a game changer, because I saw what 16 weeks with, you know, kind of minimal mileage did for me. I think I was averaging like 20, 25 miles a week on that program. And for this week alone, the first week of the program, I think we hit 33 miles. So I'm excited. Just gotta stay healthy. I have been running this summer, not really structured running, but running nonetheless. My wife was doing the half marathon prep, so I did a lot of speed work with her on her tempo and threshold days, and I really feel like I improved my VO2 max and my lactate threshold, but we're gonna find that out, you know, in the next few weeks. But I am 100% more fit this year than I was last year. I know what to expect through this build. No surprises. I know what needs to be done. And I know there's gonna be many PR set in these next 4 months. No doubt about that. Also, last build, I basically did the entire thing by myself. My buddy did the program and everything, but didn't really get to run with him that much. And we raced together for the first half of the marathon. But this year, my wife is doing the beginner marathon program that I did last year. So we'll have a lot of runs together, and it definitely helps, you know, staying on track and wanting to run if you have somebody to run with. This is Central Florida. It is August and it's very, very humid. But today I've been kind of blessed with less humidity, a little breeze. It's about 8 a.m. and I gotta get this run in because there is a tropical storm or tropical depression headed our way in the next, I think this evening, for the next like 2 days. So tomorrow's run might be on a treadmill. Not the ideal way to start, you know, prep, but we're gonna get those miles in regardless, no matter how we have to do them. I'm excited. Let's go. We are about 2.5 miles into this 5 miler. Feeling good, staying on pace. So I definitely messed up. Thought I was doing 6 miles. Was gonna go 3 miles one way and then turn around. So I made it like 2.75. And I was like, oh, I'm doing 5. So I'm headed back now. That 3rd mile was at a 10-minute pace, very slow, but we're in zone, and that's all that matters. Clutch, random porta potty I've used many times in the morning, and it saved my life. I have no idea why it's there, but thank God it is. It's freshly paved road. Nobody's out here. Just pounding some concrete, pounding some pavement. Beautiful Sunday morning. Let's go. Day 1 complete. Got some errands to do today. Gonna eat some breakfast and play some pickup hockey in the afternoon. And then tomorrow, another 5. See you mañana. Let's go. Like, subscribe to this amazing content. All right, so good morning. It is the following day and your boy is already struggling, the second day of prep. It is a little bit of a tropical storm out right now. Too much wind. I don't really mind running in the rain, but the wind will get me, so I don't really feel like doing that. So today we are with our arch nemesis, the treadmill. I hate running on the treadmill, but it's just an easy 5 miler again. We got the Nike Invincible 3s. I took a puck to my foot yesterday during pickup and I thought I broke it. I'm not gonna lie, but feeling pretty good now. So we're gonna get through this. Not gonna be much footage, but let's go. All right, so update. Normally when I run on the treadmill, I put the incline onto 2% or 0.2%, depending on the treadmill. Can't do that here. Don't feel like switching. So the ankle of the foot feels okay, so we're gonna be able to get through this workout. Not much to look at here, so we'll see when it's over. Good morning, guys. Today we have the tempo workout. This is my 3rd day in a row running. Been a while since I've done that, to be honest with you, so legs are a little heavy. Also, I'm running in the Speed 3s, one of my favorite shoes of all time, but I wore the Invincible 3s yesterday, so going from a max cushion shoe to a plastic plated shoe is interesting. These are lots different than I thought. You really feel the difference. But it's a beautiful day after the hurricane. I thought it was a tropical storm. That's how much I paid attention, but I guess it made landfall as a hurricane. Just a little bit of rain, nothing crazy. About 84 degrees. 70% humidity, so can't complain. We got a 1.5 mile warm up and then 8 sets of 30 seconds hard, 60 seconds rest, which the rest is just like a slow jog, and then 1.5 mile cool down. So I don't feel amazing, but I did sleep really well last night, so that's good. Saw Deadpool Wolverine yesterday. 10 out of 10. Amazing movie. Highly recommend. But yeah, let's get this workout in. Also picked up a GoPro little handle tripod, which I'm using currently. Gonna make it a lot easier to film, and then since it has the tripod legs on it, I can set it to get some more or less boring shots than just me holding, the camera. So I'm pumped. We got some wind gusts, residual from the storm, so that might make this workout a little bit more interesting. I think they're feel like 30-mile-an-hour gusts, so let's see what happens. 60 seconds up tempo. I'm not gonna sprint or red line, but we're definitely gonna up the pace here. Slight uphill. 30 seconds. Okay, so even easier than I thought. It's actually 30 seconds on, 60 seconds rest. So this will be easy. I'm not gonna record every set. A little monotonous at this point, but yeah, it's you know, Florida's a weird place. I'm originally from Pennsylvania, so like post-storm, it's very eerie. I kind of like it. So again, I can't emphasize the difference between shoes enough. You know, a lot of people I know, they buy one pair of shoes and they run in them until they die. But when you find a nice little rotation, like I said, Max Christian shoe, a speed shoe, an everyday shoe, and you switch them up throughout the week, you can really feel the difference and the benefits of each. Highly recommend getting a nice shoe rotation. All right, so we are halfway home, 4 sets in, aiming for about 7 minute per mile pace on the working sets. About 7:20 pace right now. Not too bad. Uphill. 3 more sets to go. This is not bad at all from what I'm used to. So it's good to be in shape and be fit for the start of a program. So like I said, this is the same build essentially that I did last year, but more frequency. So hopefully my body, you know, recovers and reacts to the stimulus even more so than last year. Morning. I don't know what's going on with my GoPro. I can't turn it off. It's just staying on every time I click the button. So today we have 5 miles, easy pace. This is the 4th day in a row of running, which I don't think I've ever done, because last year's build was you only did 3 days and then a rest. So my body feels pretty good though. All right, so I have like 10% left on my battery, so not gonna be much footage today, but I did want to talk about real quick. You know, I went for the Nike Invincible 3s again. Probably should have just went for my daily trainers, but man, these are such a nice, comfortable ride. I'm just kind of addicted to it, especially because, like, I don't know, it's just an easy run, kind of a recovery run, so why not? A lot of people complain about the heel slippage in the Invincible 3. I feel that there is heel slippage, but it does not affect me. Like, that doesn't bother me at all, so I would still recommend. Gonna wrap it up for today. Tomorrow we have another 5, and then Friday is an 11 miler. So we'll see you guys tomorrow. Boys, we're gonna need a miracle today. It is currently 5:45 in the morning and I'm a little sore. I've been kind of dreading this run all day yesterday and last night. I got home late. I ate food and basically went right to bed. Didn't sleep the best, but we're gonna knock this 11 miler out and we're gonna hit a new weekly mileage PR. Week 1, let's go. So we brought out the Saucony Speed 3s today and we had to knock the dust off of my half tights. I don't think I've worn them since the marathon, to be honest with you, but I can fit so many gels in the pockets with my phone that it's the only thing that made sense. We took 2 huge scoops of G1M Sport this morning with a scoop of electrolytes as well. So we got about 1,200 milligrams of sodium coursing through my veins. So, and I grabbed about 6 gels. So hopefully that is going to fuel this workout, but we'll see. I'll film when it's a little bit lighter out. Major plan, the number 1 goal today is to obviously finish the run and to stay in zone. So we're probably going to be looking at a lot of high 10 minute per mile paces, maybe even a low 11 minute per mile paces, and that's okay. So yeah, I'm not going to overthink this. We are going to take a different route today. We're going to the beach and back. I find when I have a destination to go to and come back that the runs are, I have like, I don't know, the miles go by faster than just doing laps or 2-3 mile loops. This is what I'm looking at right now. Pretty dark. Mile 1 complete. I've said it before, I'll say it again. Best part about morning runs, very little traffic. So you don't have to worry about getting hit by a car or breathing in the fumes. You know, all these roads by my house are very close to the road and there's no shoulder. So, but you run in the morning, all good. Two miles complete, still feeling good. Just beat the train, thank God. You know, my body's adapted to the heat, but it will never adapt to the humidity because I'm a heavy sweater and I just lose so much fluid on even the easiest runs that it's like I'm running through water. God, we got like 1 more month before it starts to cool down a little bit. Mile 3, done. Feel good still, about to take a gel. Let's go, baby. Who else is out here? I don't see nobody. Come on. 4 miles, donezo. Still feeling good. So all of my running routes are very flat, not a lot of elevation, but when I run to the beach, we definitely have some elevation with bridges. Five miles in. Let's go. What a way to start your day. All right, so 5.5 miles in, just took my second gel. Feeling really good. Man, beautiful morning. I think we're gonna be all right. I think we're gonna make it. Let's go. Bye, beach. Deuces. Back up the bridge we go. Eight miles in, about to take another gel, home stretch. I think this is a mileage already, weekly mileage PR. I'm feeling really good. Let's go, baby. Nine miles in, 2 to go. Heart rate still in zone, baby. 10 miles in the books. One more. Let's go. I feel so much better than I thought I was going to. Whew. $11 miles, first long run of the build, complete. First week, complete. Let's go.
Okay, so that was an interesting week of training. I took a puck to my foot, day 2 of training. It happens. Luckily, I was still able to get the miles in, and it didn't really affect really anything. But you never know. Like I said, staying injury free is so crucial to be able to finish prep and to be actually prepared for the marathon. So I'm going to try my hardest to do that. Surprisingly, my body handled this week's training very well. I think I might have said that it was a PR for weekly volume, but I don't think it was. I think for peak week last year, I ran like maybe low 40s, like 42 miles for the like 2 weeks prior to the marathon. But to start out running 35 miles for me in 1 week is phenomenal. Running 6 days in a row, never done that before, that's for sure. And you know, I had a little bit of tightness in my hips and in my calves and stuff, but everything worked out, whether through mobility or through just running, you know, after a couple miles. So I'm very surprised at how adaptable my body has become to running. And I'm very excited because that's a good sign that I'm going to be able to actually do 16 weeks of this prep. It is going to get kind of crazy because the volume just ramps up. This is 35 miles this week. I think I have 37, 38 next week, and it just keeps going up. So my easy days, I think next week are 6 milers. So basically a 10K every day, minimum, with a 12 or 14 mile at the end, something like that. So it's kind of crazy. I think I'm going to crush a PR. We're going to see what happens. I really enjoy filming my workouts and my runs and just kind of just using this as a diary and just to document the process, because like, who knows how many marathon preps that I'm going to do. And I want to be able to look back, and even if nobody watches this, which is fine, I can look back and kind of see my thoughts and see the progress and the ups and downs along the way. And I encourage anybody to do the same thing because it's an interesting process, and video editing is fun as hell. So just a nice little skill to use. So yeah, that's going to be the video, guys. Again, please like and subscribe if you could. I really appreciate it. Week 1, baby. We're done. That's it. 15 more weeks to go. And I'm gonna film as much as I can. I'm not gonna try to get too redundant and the same thing every single week. But we'll see you guys in the next video. November 24th is the marathon. It's race day. So let's go.